Whenever a business, no matter how big, starts losing consumers, collapse is around the corner. Disney Plus stock has been plummeting by the day. A powerhouse in the streaming service ecosystem might struggle in the coming years, and in this video, you'll find out why. Before we talk about the streaming platform Disney Plus, let's take a look at the chief company, the Walt Disney Company, commonly known as Disney. It was founded in 1923 by Walt Disney and his brother, Roy O. Disney. It started as a small animation studio and evolved into a global entertainment conglomerate. Disney's first major success was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937, the first full-length animated feature film. Over the years, Disney introduced iconic characters like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. The company expanded into TV with shows like The Mickey Mouse Club and later into theme parks with Disneyland in 1955. Disney continued to create animated classics like Cinderella, The Lion King, and Frozen, while also acquiring other companies like Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and 21st Century Fox. This allowed Disney to produce popular franchises such as Toy Story, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Wars, and more. The company's impact on entertainment, animation, and pop culture has been immense. Streaming doesn't generate as much as cable. Shocking, right? In 2019, Disney hopped on the train of streaming services with Disney Plus. Streaming has revolutionized our entertainment landscape over the past decade. When you compare platforms like Disney Plus to the traditional cable TV setups of the past, the advantages of streaming become crystal clear. Lower costs, personalized content recommendations, and the unparalleled ability to dictate your viewing schedule have reshaped how we consume media. This shift marked a significant departure from the days when cable companies held a monopoly, hiking up prices while reaping massive profits. Streaming felt like a win for us, the consumers, giving a much-needed shakeup to the established order. But here's the million-dollar question. How did a single company manage to challenge and disrupt an industry that was worth billions? Enter the trailblazer, Netflix. Netflix's success hinged on its innovative approach. They harnessed emerging technology trends, crafting a more convenient and budget-friendly alternative to cable. This strategic move attracted a tidal wave of consumers, causing a mass exodus from traditional cable setups. Netflix's triumph demonstrated that innovation could outshine financial might. Initially, everything seemed to be going swimmingly for Netflix. Other industry giants such as HBO, Paramount, and even the behemoth Disney swiftly embraced the streaming model, signaling a seismic shift toward this digital frontier. The streaming surge appeared unstoppable, with the era of on-demand entertainment in full swing. However, a closer look behind the scenes unveils a more complex reality. While streaming may offer cost savings, it doesn't boast the same profit margins as cable. The absence of advertisement revenue and lower subscription fees means that streaming generates only a fraction, approximately 1/6 of the revenue per household when compared to traditional TV. Thus, the seemingly unbeatable streaming trend hits a snag when it comes to generating substantial profits. The allure of lower prices and tailored content can only take the streaming model so far. It's a reminder that innovation and convenience don't always translate to financial prosperity. Sure, streaming services are appealing to us, the viewers, but here's the twist. Netflix and other streaming giants are still facing some tough times when compared to good old cable companies. If streaming isn't exactly a financial goldmine, then why is it there everywhere you look? Well, the big players like Netflix, HBO, and Disney have got a game plan that's playing the long game. The old days of quick wins are gone. In the tech world, lots of companies are okay with taking losses for years, if it means scoring big in the long run. Making big bucks isn't the main goal anymore. It's all about growing, snagging those big earnings, getting more of the market share, and scooping up customers. And guess what? This strategy worked like a charm in the 2010s, when streaming had its moment in the spotlight. But things have changed. Now there's a crazy amount of competition, and viewers are all over the place. With profits taking a hit and costs soaring, Disney's stock prices have been on a wild roller coaster, and Disney's not alone in this. Disney's monopolization of the movie industry is doing more harm than good to them. Streaming seems like a cash machine, even though Disney Plus joined the digital competition not too long ago and got a lot of users with their famous classics. They bought a bunch of things to make more. They're making lots of shows about Star Wars, Marvel, and other properties they own, so people won't cancel, but it's not working. People are leaving, and Disney is losing money. People used to stick with one service, but now they're jumping between different ones a lot. Disney is trying to keep people around, even if it's just for a little bit, by spending lots of money, but it's not working well. They thought they'd make tons of money, but they were wrong. Disney is also prioritizing quantity over quality. This culture of acquiring other movie companies is one of the reasons Disney Plus might struggle in the coming years. Monopolies aren't just about controlling content, they're about controlling how it's distributed. Disney launched its streaming service, Disney Plus, to compete with Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. While Disney's reach is undeniable, the question is whether it's healthy for creativity and diversity in the entertainment industry. Smaller studios find it harder to compete when Disney has the resources to dominate marketing and distribution. Fresh, unique voices struggle to be heard in a world where Disney's giants cast a long shadow. Monopolies raise concerns about innovation and consumer choice. With fewer players in the game, there's less motivation to take risks and create new, daring content. Audiences might find themselves surrounded by familiar characters and predictable plots instead of being surprised and challenged. This is already evident in the MCU. They used to make tons of money for Disney, but things changed after Avengers Endgame. Many characters had nothing to do, and big names like Iron Man and Captain America finished their stories. Thor was left, but his latest movie felt like a mess. The story was weak, CGI was bad, and there were so many plot holes. Some post-Endgame Marvel movies did well, like the latest Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because they were new and different. But others with the same old formula didn't do so hot, like the third Ant-Man movie. It did worse than Black Widow and Eternals, which were released during the pandemic. More flops are on the way, like Snow White. People are tired of the same recycled ideas. Before, these costs were okay because they made a lot of money, but now it's a problem. Marvel's time is ending, and Disney doesn't know what to do. Lucasfilm, the part of Disney with Star Wars, isn't doing well either. The new trilogy of films is done, and there's not much room to grow. Movies like Solo didn't do great, while longer Star Wars shows on Disney's streaming service had some success. New movies are almost gone. It's tough, and streaming services are changing a lot to survive. So what does this mean for Disney Plus? Can they change enough, or are they in too much trouble? We're seeing some changes already. Disney has implemented two methods to make things better. They're on a mission to boost their money and save some cash. The first trick up their sleeve: cutting costs and getting rid of stuff. They've waved goodbye to over 40 shows and movies, even big ones like the one and only Ivan with Bryan Cranston. It might sound weird to take things off of a streaming service, but Disney wants to make investors happy and rake in the dough. They're planning to slash a mind-blowing $3 billion by tossing out things that cost them money, but don't keep viewers around. Next, they're taking a page from the old cable playbook. Yep, you heard that right. Streaming services like Disney Plus are realizing that ads aren't so bad after all. They're adding ads to make more money, just like in the old days of cable TV. Disney's got a new deal where you can pay a little less, $7.99 a month, for Disney Plus with ads. Sneaky move, right? They've also bumped up the price for the no ads option to $10.99 a month. But that's not all. They're rolling out bundles that include Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, all with ads, for just $12.99. It's like a buffet of choices for different folks. The catch? Most of these options still have those pesky ads. It's a trade-off for a lower bill. But guess what? Disney's not the only player in town doing this. Netflix, HBO Max, and a bunch of others are joining the ad game too. They're offering cheaper plans with ads to get more folks on board. It's like a battle royale of streaming services, all trying to win you over with different deals. So, what's the verdict? Will these moves help Disney Plus score big and stay in the green? Cutting costs and adding ads might be their magic formula to turn things around. Or maybe it's just a delay tactic for the inevitable collapse. The landscape is already changing dramatically, and there's more to come. Disney's efforts to save their streaming service are working, as their new ad-supported plan is attracting more signups than any other. But even with these changes, making a profit is still a challenge for Disney. Shareholders are getting worried, and cash flows aren't what they used to be. The once hyped streaming business is turning out to be not so great after all. Disney's biggest blunder in this whole mess might be hurting the brand. They've flooded the market with loads of shows and movies, and it's come back to bite them. People are tired of so much Disney content, and even die-hard fans are losing interest. Some of the new projects aren't that great, like the Boba Fett show or live-action remakes, and this has lowered the value of the Disney brand. Too much of something can make it worth less. Can Disney turn things around? No one's quite sure. They're in a tough spot, and they need to do something big if they want Disney Plus to survive. If you think the powerhouse will be able to maintain its dominance in the movie industry, let us know in the comments. Please make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this.